What's good, y'all? This is your boy Joe Cliff. You already know how we rocking. You already know how we coming. Joe Show, outside looking in, all that good stuff. You already know the vibes. We here. It's a blessed Sunday. Happy Sunday. Hope everybody's healthy, happy, prosperous, and blessed. All that good stuff. Doing all we can to continue to survive. You know what I'm saying? But we coming to talk about it. It's been a big discussion all over Twitter, different outlets, different people just having a conversation, having a discussion. And it's not really even been it's not new. It's not out of the blue. It's not like this is something that people hasn't this is like a conversation that people haven't been having. This is something that a lot of people has been saying, and you know what I'm saying. Well, first and foremost, we're talking about Metro Boomin. Metro Boomin's new album just dropped, Heroes and Villains, this Friday. Shouts out to Metro Boomin. He's been through a lot these past couple years. He lost his mom. You know what I'm saying. In a crazy manner, so shouts out to him and his family. He's been working nonstop, relentlessly, and he's created a lane and a path and a sound for himself. So a lot of people, well, myself, I came out and I asked the question, oh, who's the better producer as far as albums and things of that nature, DJ Khaled or Metro Boomin? And we're here to just break it down a little bit. So DJ Khaled also dropped this year. DJ Khaled dropped his album God Did, with the lead single God Did with Jay-Z. And Jay-Z, well, that wasn't the lead single, that was the title single, that was the title track or whatever, with Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, Friday, and Rick Ross. And that song overshadowed the album with Jay-Z having like an 8-minute verse or something like that. But the lead single on that album was Staying Alive, Little Baby and Drake, which really, as far as radio, of course that's gonna do something, but it really didn't make no noise like that. He had a Little Baby and Dirk single on the album too, that didn't really do anything or nothing like that. But the God Did song, it did what it was supposed to do as far as pushing the album. You know what I'm saying? He had a moment with that part. Khaled has been known, a lot of people been questioning, oh, what does Khaled do? What does Khaled do? Is he a real producer? Whatever. So in the sense of the word producer, let's just break it down real quick. There's producers and then there's beat makers. So when you have a beat maker is someone that strictly just makes the beat, you know what I'm saying? They get on their drum machine, Fruity Loops, whatever they do, whatever they work with, and they make the beat, send it out, send it to the rapper. The rapper does what he does, the rapper and his producer. So a producer is very, it's a wide variety of things. So a producer could also be a beat maker. So Metro Boomin in this case, he literally does both. So Metro Boomin is not only a beat maker, he's a producer. So hold on 1 second, let me get this right. So in the sense of DJ Khaled and Metro Boomin, the two differences is that, like, honestly, Metro really creates the sound from the ground up, whereas Khaled, he will probably get a beat or he'll bring in a team of producers. They'll create the beat. He'll help. He'll be like, yo, you could put this there. This should be there. And then he'll pick the artist or whatever that should be on the song he's producing. Metro literally picks the beat, hears who he wants on it, crafts the sound, the single or whatever around that artist, tailors that sound to that artist. So it's kind of a different it's two totally different products, you know what I'm saying, as far as when it comes to producing. See, but the difference is, well, Khaled, since 2016 to now, he's only had 4 albums. He had the Major Key album that had the lead single, I Got the Keys. He had the Grateful album. I forgot which single led that. I think that was the Wild Thoughts joint with Rihanna and Bryson Tiller that led that album. He had the Father of Assad album. I don't even remember that album. I do remember the Justin Bieber, Lil Wayne, Quavo, So I'm the One. I think that led the album. That single led that album. And then he had God Did, which was led by the Staying Alive single with Drake and Lil Baby. Now, don't get me wrong, Khaled he has created some good albums like the I'm So Hood album. He has one of my favorite songs probably to this day. That is a Khaled song, Grammy Family. Like he's created moments, he's created cuts and things like that. But as far as actually creating a sound and putting his foot to the pavement and doing what he have to do to separate himself from other producers. Like, and the only reason we're really having this conversation too, because Khaled, an old interview recently surfaced when Khaled was talking about how producers are using Fruity Loops and stuff like that, and that's a cheap way to produce and all this type of stuff. And now you have people like Hit Boy who came out and said Fruity Loops is his go-to. Metro Boomin, who literally uses sounds and synthesizers and things like that. So, and then you have these people who are seeing and reaching levels of success, who's creating sounds, breaking ground. You know what I'm saying? All these type of things. Like Hit Boy, for instance, Hit Boy, his run with Nas is unheard of right now. Not only that, he has so many fire albums in between. He has that Benny the Butcher album. He has some cuts on Conway's album. He has the Big Sean album, the Dreezy album. Like, bro, Hit Boy has been working, and that's what makes him him, because all of them albums that I just named have totally different sounds, and they're created and tailored for that artist that he's working with. And it's the same thing with Metro Boomin. So Metro Boomin from 2016 to now, his work, he has a lot of work, but the thing is he only works with a handful of artists because he has that chemistry. See, he builds on chemistry and he understands what these artists have, because a lot of these artists he came in with, like a Young Thug. He was with Future early in his career. He was with 21 Savage early in his career, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So he's able to take these people, create the sound for them, and help them build to the next level and elevate. So from 2016 to now, Metro Boomin had Savage Mode 1 with 21 Savage, Perfect Timing with Nav. He had Double or Nothing with Big Sean. He had Without Warning with 21 Savage and Offset. Not All Heroes Wear Capes. That was his compilation album. Savage Mode 2 with 21 Savage. And then he has the Heroes and Villains compilation album. That's his album too, his full album. So if you get to like say like all them albums, and that's another thing too. That's what separates Metro Boomin and DJ Khaled. So Metro Boomin, really, it might sound very trappy. You know what I'm saying? He might have a trap bounce to his music, but he's really making concept albums. His music is all conceptual. So Savage Mode with 21 Savage, you know what I'm saying? You go down that list, that was like, then you have Perfect Timing with Nav. You go down that track list, Double or Nothing with Big Sean. And then from here on, it's kind of conceptual as far as where he's going, the sound he's trying to capitalize off of, the message he's trying to get across, and he executes effortlessly. So Without Warning with 21 and Offset, that had a sound, a theme. It was spooky. It had the Halloween theme to it and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Not All Heroes Wear Capes. That album sounded literally, and that's the thing too. I'm getting a little excited because Metro Boomin is my guy. So the Not All Heroes Wear Capes is where he really got into his soundtrack back. So Metro Boomin albums to me really sound like soundtracks. Like you could literally take his work and you could put them to movies because he knows how to create this sound and this vibe. So, and that's really the major difference between him and DJ Khaled. So Not All Heroes Wear Capes, man. That's had like an action movie, full throttle type vibe to it. You know what I'm saying? You had songs like Space Cadet. One of my favorite songs ever what came off of that album with Kodak Black, 21 Savage, you know what I'm saying, and Travis Scott. So like he knows how to capitalize, he knows how to work with people, and he knows how to craft that sound. Same thing with Savage Mode 2. It was literally narrated by Morgan Freeman, one of the greatest black actors of all time. So you see where Metro Boomin is going and where his vision is, whereas you have a DJ Khaled who pretty much built his albums in his business off of business and just relationships. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? Like out of all the albums that I listed, Metro Boomin literally has two albums that's literally just his albums and not you know what I'm saying, a producer artist type chemistry album. You know what I'm saying? So he's literally building the chemistry, and this is from 2016 to now, where you have Savage Mode one was in 2016 with 21 Savage, and then you have Heroes and Villains now, where 21 Savage is a big staple and a big part of his album and his sound. You know what I'm saying? The same thing with Double or Nothing. Same thing with Without Warning. Not All Heroes Wear Capes. You know, you have Travis Scott, who's a big part of Metro Boomin's sound and helping him craft and build and create. Young Thug, Gunna, these people, he know how to work with these type of people. And then you have DJ Khaled, who has relationships with some of the biggest artists in the game due to his work ethic. And a lot of people say when hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. And DJ Khaled, not saying he's not talented or anything like that, but as far as talent and artistry, when it comes to people, like even he was beefing with Tyler the Creator, who's one of the greatest artists that we have in our generation. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't understand it because he knows how hard he works, and he figures like, yo, if I'm outworking these guys, then how are their albums that nobody really understand, all these weird sounds and stuff like that, how is their album better than mine? And in reality, DJ Khaled's not understanding. He's literally just grabbing a beat. He has his team of in-house producers and other producers that he works with. I remember the Street Runners and guys like that. So DJ Khaled works with these guys. He gets a beat. He'd be like, yo, who's popping? Who's the most popping at this time, at this point, and at this moment? That's DJ Khaled's favorite thing. He takes who's the hottest at the time and at the moment, and it doesn't really work sometimes. Like he had a couple Drake singles, leading singles that didn't go number one. And a Drake single should take you to where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? He's had Jay-Z singles and features where it's like, yo, what are you doing? Like me, myself, personally, I don't like the I Got the Key song. And like, bro, like there's certain things that I just despise about what DJ Khaled does to albums. Like, honestly, my favorite DJ Khaled album probably has to be Grateful. He has the Shining song on there. You know what I'm saying? Wild Thoughts. Yeah, that album was fire. It had a sound. It was specific. It was concise. But now he goes for the moments. He goes for who's hot. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never really had a DJ Khaled woman dominated leading single song like that, but he has bills paid with Lotto and JT or whoever from the City Girls, and you never seen him champion these women. Like, you know what I'm saying? He goes for what's hot and what's now instead of actually going and trying to build and sit down and, you know, and he's gonna get who he wants because he's DJ Khaled. So say you're an up and coming artist, or even if you're a new artist but you're not to that level and that standard, and he works with you and he rocks with you, like even with the Friday situation on the God Did song, that was his song. That was Friday's song or whatever. Friday. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing his name. Just got acquainted to him. I think his name is Friday. I don't know why I keep saying Friday. But that was his song. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to an interview he was doing. That was his song he already had created or whatever. And then somebody reached out to him. They got it to DJ Khaled. Next thing he knows, Khaled said he was going to use the song. Next thing you know, he gets the song back. He hears his opening vocals, and then he hears Ross, and then he hears Wayne, then he hears Jay-Z. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Then John Legend on the song. So it's like Khaled's good for that type of stuff, but he's not good for building from the ground up. Whereas you have a Metro Boomin where he's worked with 21 Savage since 20, and if you want to be honest, he's helped 21 Savage elevate his sound. Like seriously, he was really 21 Savage had the Slaughter tape and all that stuff before Savage Mode, but when he got with Metro Boomin and Metro Boomin worked with him and helped him, like I remember watching an interview on that album, and 21 was saying how Metro Boomin was helping him record, telling him how to rap, how to say certain things, how to be cool, calm, like stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Where you have a DJ Khaled that might just send you out a track and be like, yo, I need a verse for this. You know what I'm saying? It's two total different levels of artistry. And that's where it really separates, and it's more of artistry over business, especially for me. And that's where you have Metro Boomin, who is so great at building this artistry and this chemistry. Of course, he's gonna be a better producer than a Khaled. Of course, a Hit Boy is gonna be a better producer than a Khaled. But Khaled doesn't think that, because Khaled works at the rate he works, and he believes that he outworks these other people. So the proof should be in his work ethic, and not just in his sound and him creating and building a sound for himself. So it's kind of crazy, man. My hats goes off to Metro Boomin. Like, seriously, he stays out of the way. He stays with the same group of people that he likes working with, and he's actually made it work for himself. Same thing with Hit Boy. Hit Boy Nas, Hit Boy works with these people that he actually has these relationships with, and he builds with. And Hit Boy would tell you, he'd be like, I don't really work with people unless you're willing to come in the studio. You know what I'm saying? And even that little thing makes the difference, because you're able to vibe off that chemistry and that energy together, man. So it just be totally different, totally different. Khaled, for sure, one of the hardest working producers, CEOs, whatever, in the industry, period. You see him everywhere. His promotion, his marketing, out of this world. He does what he has to do to continue to be who he has to be. But when it comes to albums and creating a sound and a landscape and just doing what you have to do to kind of just like shift the sound of hip hop or whatever it is, Metro Boomin, people like Metro Boomin and Hit Boy will always trump, because they have that difference maker, and that's actually loving and caring and taking the time to actually put together what they have to put together. Like, I did a little poll on my thing. I asked who's the better producer. People got Metro by a landslide, and it's not shocking. The conversation is Metro. And it's because Metro has created a lane for himself. Like I was saying earlier too, the thing with Metro, man, it's more like his artistry. Like, he creates these, it's more like soundtracks than it is even albums, bro. Like, the narration, the features, the sequencing, like everything. Like, it's every little detail he works on, bro. It's like how one song goes into another song, who you're gonna have in between these two songs to say some shit that's gonna have people like, oh, what's that? You know what I'm saying? Like Morgan Freeman, like, bro, like, you can't get no better than that, especially when you're trying to master your craft and build a sound. That's why Metro is who Metro is. And that's why he's gonna be who he's gonna be, man. Let me know what you guys think, though. I'm just sitting here ranting and rambling. Heroes and Villains is a fire album. I'm definitely gonna do a review on that album soon. Just came here to talk a little shit, get my shit off. This is your boy Joe Cliff. Let me know what you guys think. DJ Khaled or Metro Boomin? DJ Khaled or Hit Boy? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you guys are thinking. This is the Joe Show. You know what I'm saying? Outside looking in, all that good stuff. We out of here. What's good, y'all? This is your boy Joe Cliff, and what I'm gonna need for y'all to do is to hit that like button, hit that share button, comment a little something, make sure you subscribe, and get these videos running. We gotta get these analytics up, we gotta get it running through the algorithms, and we gotta get it going. Make sure you tap in. Joe Cliff, outside looking in, all that good stuff. You already know the Joe Show. We rocking. Thank y'all. We up.